You guys would be wondering what happened. This guy is starting again from Srinagar. He hasn't reached yet Leh. What went wrong over here? Now, I would like to give you a quick information. If you would have seen my last episode, I just parked my bike at a spot, and the video just got ended. So eventually, after that, I just went to a higher authority officer. If you'd have seen, our army officer told me where I'm hailing from. I told him I'm coming from Maharashtra. So he advised me just go and talk to the higher authority officer who is kind of giving permissions to people who pass or not to pass by. So I went to the officer. I told him, or I can say I requested him, and I said that I'm coming from Maharashtra and I want to go to Leh. And he was really kind enough person. He listened to me and he said I truly understand you want to go to Leh as of today, but early morning there was a riot. That means few local people, they actually, it seems, threw or became violent towards army. So they threw tires in flame, stones on army personnel, and it seems there were a couple of grenade blew off in near market area. Probably if you'd see in my last video, I would have said what are those black markings on the road. So yes, those are basically the tires were on flame, and I think a couple of spots they actually had blew off the grenades as well on army. So it was probably one army person was injured and two civilians were injured. Rest I don't know much about it, but this is something what I kind of gotten hold of the information around. So he said if I even I so even if I allow you to pass by from here, and going further somebody catches hold of you, or they get violent over you, or if they throw stones at you, you'll be hurt, and that would be that would be a severe case on us, and we can't take that kind of risk on you. So yeah, I kind of tried to convince them, but he was very much adamant not to allow me to go back to Leh. So I asked him what would be the best time to come, and he said for today everything is closed, so it's better you head back where you actually came from, where you stayed. Just head back over there and stay for today. Keep an eye of the situation tomorrow. Keep your ears open if you come to know any information, and accordingly you can head towards Leh tomorrow. And so like that I kind of headed back. While heading back, I went to the same petrol pump. As you must have seen in the last video, I asked for engine oil, and I tried to go over there I was heading back, and as you guys know, there is no network, that means no internet or coverage. So I just stopped nearby, and I was looking in Google to look into maps, and just to figure out how to head back, because I was totally lost and I didn't know the route back to the hotel, because eventually I never paid any attention to it, and whereas I didn't even knew what is the hotel name, which was the boat house I was staying on. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that there should not be any check post, and if there is any, then they should just allow me to go. And I somehow managed to figure out the location, whereas at that moment the guy from the petrol pump, he saw me, he kind of came back and he asked me what happened, you didn't go there, and I said it's curfew, so they're not allowing anyone to proceed further. And he said yeah, that is true. And while talking to me, he was just looking beside me, or behind me, I can say. He's talking to me, but his eyes are around, kind of looking at someone else, or searching around. And he immediately told me do just go away from here, don't stand for a longer time, because it seems there anytime can be riots happening soon, so it's better you should not get hurt in this process. So just just go from here, and go and stay in the same hotel, or just find a shelter. This is exact the same petrol pump which I passed
and after that just 200 meters ahead I was sent back.
For yourself, and I said like, okay, so I just moved from that area as soon as possible and headed back to the same hotel.
200 to 500 meters I should say. This is the masjid area they call it. Now my GPS is not working, or else I would have basically had a quick look.
So eventually the whole day I was really upset, so I kind of didn't shoot it anything. I just kind of rested, like, laid back on my bed, transferred a lot of data into my laptop, nothing much. So yes, today I'm starting again in the morning. Now hopefully I think everything could be good. Let's see.
And that is all the mountains we are going to cross. These are mountains.
If I have to face the offices again, and hopefully there is no more curfew as of today. But yeah, that was kind of a situation I had to face yesterday, and yeah, it was not good experience for me, but I am happy that I'm at least safe. It's all because of Article 370, but yeah, we have to live with it. So let's see what happens.
So Leh is 406 kilometers from here, and I am coming the exact same spot where I was sent back. Almost exact same spot. Hopefully today they don't send me back. Okay, there's no checkpost. आज खुला है. So today it's open. I'm able to go.